Welcome to the Tarp Report with Sam and Jess. Hey, welcome to the Tarp Report. There's nothing wrong with Jess edition of the Tarp Report, except she didn't have her headphones on. Did you not know I was going to start the podcast? I need to sit closer to you too. Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
I know, it was a lot all of a sudden. I was like,
we're going.
I feel like I'm going to explode.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know. I got a lot going on.
You want to talk about it?
After the news. Let's do some news.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's not really the morning, though.
It's
I've been
the
up for a long
afternoon.
time.
What time did you get up?
7.
Dang.
I went and worked out.
Dang.
I was going to lift weights at Planet Fitness, but it's impossible because people just sit.
Yeah. Well, that
things.
is part of lifting weights.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Sitting.
Oh, there's so much sitting involved in lifting
Jesus
weights.
Christ.
There's so much. And then you got to do that stare.
No,
you accidentally
just
stare
lift
off
the weights and then get up and clean off the machine and go to a different one. And if you want to sit, just, I don't know, stand there. Just get out of my way.
Oh.
I hate it. I just started doing weight training and I hate it.
I was going to say you weren't doing weights.
I am now.
Nice.
I'm going to get buff as shit.
Me
I'm
too.
gonna fucking kill somebody.
I'm getting ripped.
Sweet.
That's what I'm doing. I was just like, here, I'm going to tell. Okay, let me write this down because, okay, that's really important. Hold on.
What, that I'm going to kill somebody?
No. Okay, because I'm going to forget that.
Oh,
but
yeah, I need to talk about this too. I'm going to write stuff down too. Yeah.
Okay, we're a mess.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's do some news.
All right. So the printer broke. Well, it didn't print. And so Joshua.
Oh my God.
He wrote it by hand.
Oh my God. To have this type of support.
Oh my goodness. It says, my bad, dumb printer ran out of ink.
He's
Hopefully
got good
you can
handwriting.
read my handwriting with a Post-it note.
Oh,
he did this at 1 a.m.
Oh my God.
because he forgot about it until midnight. And then I was like, hey, did you print that stuff out? And he was like, oh yeah, I'm doing it right now.
Oh my God.
And it didn't work. But I'm probably just going to read it from over here anyway on my laptop.
Oh, no, you got to read it off of that.
Look how many, it wasn't
you gotta
just,
read it
it
off
wasn't
of
just
that.
one page.
I know, you got to read it
he
off
did a
his
couple
stuff.
stories. Okay.
That's amazing.
All right,
You can read his writing. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can't
I can't read very well, no.
Yeah, you can't read.
But
yeah, but you can.
I can
try.
do it. I can do it.
I hope he has like little quips in there. I hope he's like with a chicken, and then he's like, "Yikes!"
Ooh.
Yeah, he could put little jokes in too.
Just like Zach.
Yeah, just like Zach.
He did set everything up for us. He is like a little bit of a producer of this podcast.
Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he's involved. It takes a village.
It really does.
It takes a village.
It's not easy.
No.
All right.
Especially when I don't really. I used to do more.
You don't do shit.
And I'm here. I write jokes. I do stuff.
You don't do it.
I was doing more. But
Yeah.
then it turns out that it's better if Zach does the stories.
Yeah. No, Zach is really good at it.
See, that's part of doing stuff is knowing when to get out of the way.
Right. Knowing when to delegate.
I didn't delegate. I never told Zach to do the stories.
Yeah, we did.
No, I didn't tell him to do the stories.
Oh, he just started doing it.
Well, yeah, because you started reading. It was better if you were cold reading them.
Yeah.
So we knew that instead of me reading them.
Instead of you hot reading them.
Yeah, hot reading them. Yeah. So go ahead. Let's just read.
Okay, for Christ's sake, let's get going.
Structure here. What are we talking
Jeez Louise. News number 1.
News number 1.
CBS News, New York.
Reputable source, but CBS was out of pocket last recording. CBS was the house of horrors with the people getting sewn together. See, I'm still
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was CBS.
You have such good memory. I have
Well, it's hard to forget people getting sewn together.
I forgot completely except the
dog.
Was that the last one? Yeah.
I think because I always forget. People are going to be pissed because there's probably people that didn't like hearing about the dog.
You always say that people are going to be pissed, and there's
I don't think they care.
They don't. I don't think they get as mad as you think they do.
I got mad.
You have a anger issue. All right. CBS News, New York. A New Jersey town is pushing back on disturbing claims that its police chief harassed officers who reported to him. Attorney Patrick Toscano is reporting 5 police officers who recently okay.
Read it off the thing. Bail out now.
Right. Love you, Josh. Appreciate it.
God, that's crazy that he did all that, and we're just going to read it off the thing.
Well, we tried. Yeah. I tried really hard.
You did?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Patrick Toscano is representing 5 police officers who recently submitted notices of their intent to sue North Bergen Police Chief Robert Farley and the township. Officers in North Bergen accused the chief of spiking the officer's coffee pot with Viagra and Adderall while creating a humiliating work environment.
Damn.
Oh, that sounds like a nice little cocktail.
Viagra and Adderall
and coffee.
Man, if you're tired and you want a bone, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
if you got to go to work, if you got to go on shift.
Listen, you are going to get shit done.
Yeah, not with the Viagra, dude. It's hard, man. Like trying to
I don't want to ask this.
Yeah.
Have you ever taken Viagra?
No.
Just for funsies?
No, I don't. I've always had a very active penis. You brought it there.
Yeah, I know. It was my fault.
Get mad at me.
I
was
penis.
One of those kids, man. God, like when it started happening at 13. Oh my God, the school bus, especially those roads in Spanaway.
What are you talking about?
So bumpy, getting boners on the school bus, on the bumpy ass school bus. And then and then I wore sweatpants.
Oh.
Because I'm one of those kids. And then it's and then you got to tuck it up into your underwear, but then it'll slip out if you move wrong. And then you just boner kid, and you don't want to be boner kid.
Nobody wants to be boner kid.
No, nobody wants to be boner kid. So I would imagine that if you were a cop and you're trying to arrest this guy, he's like, "You ain't got nothing on me, copper. And also, why do you got a big old boner?"
Why are you enjoying this so much?
I wonder how many cops get boners doing cop stuff. I bet they're just
oh, they totally get off on it.
Stop resisting. Oh,
yeah.
Stop resisting. I'm going to come.
Ew. Okay. What? Okay. Toscano says that a photo shows Farley shaving his arm what?
This guy sucks. It's one of these guys that thinks he's funny. There's one thing, man, is that cops, whatever you think about cops, they're not funny. There's not funny cops.
Yeah.
They're not people that are good at humor.
Yeah.
It's oh, did you hear the one about that guy I tased? What did he do? Did he shave? What did he shave his arm?
It says a photo shows Farley shaving his arm onto an officer. That's what that says, right?
Yeah, shaving his arm onto an officer's desk, yeah. And
another photo showing broken glass that Toscano's client says is from Farley throwing a plaque in a fit of rage.
Oh, well, he's a angry, shitty cop that thinks that shaving his arm on people's desk, it's pretty harmless,
I'm confused. Shaving?
Yeah, he's shaving his hair off, and the hair is getting on the other officer's desk. I don't know,
right? I understand.
I really do. You know that I care about you deeply. You're one of my favorite people in the world. But I do not know what you don't understand about this. I can't understand why you're not functioning.
Well, no, I know what shaving your arm means, but I'm just why would he do that?
Oh, well, that's an answer.
Why would you go to someone's desk and then start shaving your arm?
Yeah, I can't answer.
I understand what the act of shaving your arm means.
The answer is that he thinks it's funny.
But
we know it's not.
Right.
But why? Why is an answer as a question as old as time? Why anything? Why were we born? Why do we die? Why Earth?
My mother was a bit of a whore.
Not why you were. Everybody knows why you
there.
were. R.I.P.
Okay. Then, let's see. Throwing a plaque in a fit of rage. Then remarks were made to them along the lines of, "You can't take a joke. If you can't take a joke, get out, retire, get lost.
I like this idea of this cop like shaving his arm on a desk and then throwing this plaque, and the dude's like,
and everyone,
dude, what the hell? He's like, what? You can't take a joke?
Well, and everyone's high on
arm
Adderall.
shaving joke. He's like, I thought you liked my joke, judging by your boner. Then I gave you another joke.
Boom! What a prankster.
I know. You know what's cool about giving somebody Viagra and them not knowing is that it's the first thing you do that day is to put Viagra in a coffee pot, but it's also your closer.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you know, at a comedy show when Oprah's like, look under your seat or whatever, and there's car keys, and he could be like, now, look in your pants.
Ooh.
You see that erection?
You get a boner.
You get a boner. You get a boner. Also, you have a lot of energy because I also put Adderall.
Right. So, okay, so he's putting the Adderall in coffee. He's putting Viagra in coffee. He's shaving his arm,
which is
on
really
a
weird.
desk
Like if you're shaving
people,
pubes, like I've heard of people pranking people with pubes.
Like cut your toenails.
Oh yeah, toenails.
Like if it's a power
arm,
trip.
I like arm hair. Even like guys with hairy arms, it's not that much.
No, I don't get it.
Not compared to pubes. Pubes are the kings of body hair and beards.
Okay. Well, the plaintiff also claims that Farley defecated on the floor first.
Why would you even say the arm hair thing if he shit on the floor? These are my favorite. We're up here. I was worried that all this story was going to have, so I was like, I better make a lot of arm hair jokes. He shit on the floor.
Yeah, well, yeah. He shit on the floor and sent sex toys to officers' homes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's so funny. He shit on the floor?
He defecated on the floor in front of staff. And in front of people. Just can you imagine? Just like a dog.
You know, to this day, my favorite story we've ever done on the Tarp Report was the lawyer who was like pooping in the Pringles cans that got his law license back, and then he thought it was a funny joke to shit in Pringles can.
You guys just you don't get it. If you can't take a joke, get out, retire, get lost.
Is that what is this in the story?
Yeah,
oh my God, dude. Oh,
get out of here. If you can't take a joke, shit's on the floor. What? Yeah.
I would be so pumped, like if
someone shit in front of you.
Like, I don't know what Chief Smith is up to. He was he just shit on the floor, and then this other guy pops in. He's like, he shaved his arms and got the hair on my desk too. So
shut up, Steve. Yeah. Jesus. I've been traumatized too.
Yeah. Have you ever seen arm hair? It's really hard to get off of there. It's so light.
It got into my keyboard.
You shit on the floor.
Toscano says that his client wants a new chief of police and they want a financial settlement. He also says that the AG, asking that the AG to take over the police department day-to-day operations. Retired NYPD lieutenant.
You know, it's the other thing too, is that this guy was like at one point, like he's been promoted.
Yeah.
Like, so my guess is there was some guy at the department who like got the joke.
A couple probably.
Yeah. What if he's like a real hero too? Like, what if he's like the best cop? And like, it's like
how many really
two sides to the coin.
How many really good cops are out here drugging people?
Well, that's the thing, is that that's the other side of the coin.
But they are good drugs. It's not like he was giving them bad drugs.
Yeah. Well, Viagra's not a good drug. I mean, it's a neutral drug. I don't even know what would happen if, I know something that would happen if I took Viagra.
Right. What happens when women take Viagra? Probably nothing.
No. They, I think.
Come on. You can do it.
No. I remember hearing. Oh, yeah, that's the joke. Never mind. There's this other joke.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. Well, you heard about the guy who like choked on his Viagra, right? He tried to take it, but he choked and he had a stiff neck.
Oh, no. I didn't hear about that.
It's really stupid.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, it's weird how boner pills work. Like,
it's weird how all pills work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just think about that. Like, there's like a pill that like stops you from like, there's a pill that makes you like shit. And there's another pill that gives you a boner. And like, there's probably something in the middle that gives you a little bit of boner.
Yeah.
Makes you poop a little bit.
I take blood pressure medicine for my anxiety.
Yeah, dude, I know about that. They were going to put me on that because it works for ADHD too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. It's the best because it's not like it's not like a downer.
I like
in
that.
any way.
You know, it reminds me of like an Arnold Palmer. Like half lemonade, half iced tea.
It's great.
Yeah.
Let's see. Retired NYPD lieutenant and John Jay,
it's gonna be a great
assistant
quote.
Professor Christopher Morocco says, if the allegations are true, then
why did they go to this
if
guy?
the allegations are true, then morale is likely low at the department.
Yeah.
Officers are not going to engage. They're going to go in, they're going to go do their shift, and they're going to leave. Worst case scenario, they're just going to get up and quit. Yeah. If my boss is taking a shit in front of me, I'm going to be a lot less motivated to work.
I don't know. You know what's funny is maybe they were all hanging out at the station too much, and he wanted them to go out on the street and like fight crime. And he was like, "Oh, you guys want to hang out? How about now?" And they just start shitting on the floor, and they're like, "All right, I'll go write some tickets."
Do you think he cleaned it up? Like, who cleaned it up?
I don't know. It depends on what kind of it is, because there's different kinds of shits. Like, because like when you think about it, like, okay, so
there are different kinds of shits.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
Okay, so if you shit on the floor, right? Like, obviously that's like a huge escalation. From not shitting on the floor.
He threw a plaque.
Also really bad to
and then
throw
shook
things.
And he was like, and then
but like, you know what I mean? Like shitting in front of people is like a huge thing to do.
Yeah.
Like that's a big action that you can take. But within the shit, depending on the type of shit, like if it's a loud squirty shit, you know, that's going to make noise and then you get like the chunks and then the puddle will kind of spread out or whatever. But like if it's like, you know what I mean? If it's just like, and he just like shits and it's like one little like rabbit turd or whatever that's real solid, then you can just pick it up with some tissue paper. Like, you know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I just wondered if he cleaned it up himself or if he was like, he just left it there like a dog.
Well, yeah.
Or if he travels with like a little baggie because he does it all the time. And he just like cleans it up himself.
I don't know, but it's just not good for the workplace. I agree with this NYPD detective. And I think it's really brave that he would go on record and say that watching your boss shit on the floor would probably lower morale.
Yeah, it would definitely make me, you know.
Like if you were on the fence about whether you joined.
If you did the right thing.
I don't know if I want to be a cop, and then you go in, you're like,
yeah,
just shit on the floor. And then and then your guy's like, yeah, you got some arm hair on my
But they're all like, he just shit on the floor because they're fucking hype on Adderall.
Yeah.
Let's see. The mayor would not agree to an interview with CBS News. And neither would Farley, who became the chief about a year ago. The township released the following statement Thursday. As per state law, North Bergen referred these allegations to the Hudson County Prosecutor's Office for review. And as soon as we become aware of them and we understand that they are subsequently sent to the New Jersey State, this is all fucking stupid, the township will respect the outcome of that investigation. At this point, none of the allegations have been proven to be true.
Yeah. You know, here's the thing, is sometimes I tell stories about things I did when I was drinking and stuff like that are kind of like wild. You've heard some of them.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you're like, like that could be made up. But there's this weird thing where like, when it's something like that, like it's not made up.
Yeah.
Like he did that stuff. Like you just don't make up stories about people like shitting on the floor.
Well, and I feel like it could very easily be disproven.
Yeah.
Like, you could just ask a couple people, like, hey, have you ever seen anyone shit on the office floor?
Yeah.
Like, and then they would say yes or no.
Yeah. Or you could ask him even.
Yeah.
Like, did you shit on the floor? He's like, why would I do that?
Right. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's what a crazy person would do. Let's see.
Oh, here we go. They got a statement. I see.
No, when Chris Farley, this is just
Who
talking
says this?
about when Chris Farley took office.
It's got
This is
quotes on
still from the township.
Oh, okay.
When Chris Farley took office last year, he undertook an initiative to reduce the amount of police overtime expenditures and create a more fair.
Another good way of reducing overtime. Hey, Chief, we got some home repairs coming up. They're pretty expensive. Are you cool with me working a couple extra hours?
Yeah, no, he was.
Plaque flies across the room.
Like,
he's like, "Are you cool with this?" He's shaving his arm hair, and he's like,
"Yeah,
man, these are really expensive. Like, I'll take that. What about this?" And then shits on the floor. Yeah. And you're like, I think I'll just go home, Chief.
Yeah. Let's see. It's highly suspicious that these allegations have only come to light after Chris Farley instituted these reforms.
Chief Farley.
So yeah. Sorry. Which were designed to protect North Bergen taxpayers and ensure that all the officers have access to extra duty assignments.
Oh, Jesus.
It will be up to the state's attorney general office to determine if any of these allegations are truthful, and we urge that all parties not to rush judgment or engage in sensationalized news coverage without definitive evidence.
Yeah, you don't want any sensationalized news coverage.
Yeah.
We're part of the problem, really.
That's...
Free Chief Farley.
Yeah.
I don't think... Nah.
You don't think he did it?
He did it. He did it.
He did it. That's for someone to come up with, he assaulted me by shaving his arm on my, that's so just weird. That's too weird to not be true. He did it. I believe it.
I got to show that to Brittany. She'd really like that one.
Why?
She loves shit like that, like cops bugging out.
Just being...
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
The best. That was a good one, Zach. I like that one.
Nicely
Zach
done.
Zach knows what I like. I told him I want sausage in the gravy. He knows what I mean.
Okay. News number 2.
News number 2.
A British surgeon has admitted to assaulting 2 patients by burning his initials into their livers.
Come on,
during transplant operations. Not good.
Dude, livers do like heal or whatever, but like, yeah, jeez, you can't do it.
Okay.
It's just like extra stuff, but it's like, it's not gonna, I don't think it would really like hurt the patients.
Yeah. Well, you can't be tattooing people's insides.
Yeah.
What do you think he was putting, like Simon?
He said his initials.
Bramhall was here.
No, just his initials. Oh. He probably, what's funny is, watch, we're going to read this story.
You think he was doing it?
He's probably he's really great at this. He's really great at surgery. And he's really proud of his work. And you get cocky and you get bored. He's probably bored of liver transplants. I think that's like the most common transplant. I don't think they're that hard to do. Like, I mean, for like compared to other transplants, I'm not saying. You know what I mean? Like, compared to other transplants.
It's one of the easier transplants.
I'm just saying because they happen a lot. Like, you hear about heart transplants and it's like, damn, you got a new heart.
Yeah.
Or like lung transplants, like they do those sometimes now.
Yeah.
But like a liver, like, I don't know. And also people's livers go out all the time, like bad livers. Like whether it's the drinking or like other disorders or whatever,
Right.
So I know lots of people that are on like liverless and have gotten livers and
liverless.
Yeah, when you're waiting for a liver.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Liverless.
It'd be liverless.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bramhall used an an electrical beam to mark his initials on the organ, which seals bleeding blood vessels with an electric beam. Prosecutor Tony B says the brandings were an intentional application of unlawful force to a patient while euthanized, or not euthanized.
Yeah, it's totally different.
What
That's
is that?
the guy last.
How do you say anesthesia? Anesthesied?
Anesthesia.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Now I'm fucking part of the problem.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Anesthesia.
It was
there you go.
Yeah, while they were under anesthesia. And it was an abuse of power. The BBC reports that the branding isn't believed to have harmed the liver. The markings usually disappear, but one liver that may have already been damaged didn't heal, leaving the branding visible. I was gonna say, how do you even figure this out?
They had to do another surgery.
Yeah,
and they're like, why is there a
what the fuck is
DK
this
on that liver?
Does this say 2024 on that?
yeah.
What the fuck?
It'd be funny if it was one of those weird S's.
Yeah, the lines.
Yeah. That'd be sick.
His actions came to light when 1.6-inch initials were discovered by another doctor on the organ that had been transplanted and failed about a week after the operation.
Oh man, Jesus, they did. So the organ failed, and they have to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The discovery resulted in disciplinary proceedings and a suspension from Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham. After his suspension, he said he told the BBC that he made a mistake.
Yeah. I don't think, you know what's crazy? Sam Miller hot take. This is bad and you shouldn't do it, but also
kind of funny.
It's just not, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a slippery slope. What are you doing this for?
Well, I'm not saying I'm not saying any part of it is okay.
Right.
But I don't know, you want surgeons to take pride in their work.
Yeah, look, this is a pretty good. Well, it's off. Well, I don't know because it wasn't a very good transplant.
I mean, we wear shoes with symbols.
I mean, some tattoo artists do that. They'll hide, put a little initial in there somewhere. They'll hide it in the.
Yeah.
So.
And but he shouldn't have done that. Yeah.
An article says that he was later fined, and his name was removed from the medical registry, preventing him from practicing medicine in the UK.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
That seems right. It's but I don't know, though. If you did it, yeah, you just can't do that.
You can't do that.
No.
What is he going to do?
Shit on the floor.
Yeah. He's
going to be the chief police officer. Yeah. You know what's funny is I could see those two guys meeting up and being man, they just don't get it.
Can't take a joke.
Yeah,
you can't take a joke, get lost, get fired.
What happened to humor? It's like Elon Musk. Humor is illegal.
Oh, God.
What a cool guy.
So frightening.
Mm-hmm. He's been quiet. I haven't seen a lot of him recently. I think he's worried.
I don't think so. Yeah. I don't think he has that ability. All right. News number 3. ABC News, Springfield.
These are good.
Illinois. The Illinois House passed a bill Tuesday that would ban public schools from using mascots that discriminate against people with disabilities. The bill, if signed into law, currently would affect just one high school in St. Clair County.
Oh, no. What is it? Why?
What do you think their mascot could be?
That hurts people? Is it like a bully? Is it oh no. What could it be?
Freeburg Community High School's mascot, the Midgets.
Oh, yeah.
Is considered a slur used against people with dwarfism.
Why, dude? Why would you ever allow that to be a mascot? Why is it like that? How did that ever happen?
Well, and who's wearing that outfit?
Huh?
Who's wearing the outfit?
I don't know, people that are trying to be ironic or like.
Well, you know how like you have a mascot like
Yeah.
uniform.
We were the trailblazers, and then I was a pioneer. I was a trailblazer. I was a explorer.
An explorer.
Wait, did I already say that? Oh, the pioneer. No, pioneer.
How many fucking schools did you go to?
I went to a lot of. I got kicked out.
Yeah.
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 So I guess I wasn't a trailblazer. You're not a trailblazer anymore.
You were an explorer, though.
I was an explorer. I was definitely exploring
different schools.
The dark recesses of my mind with psychedelics.
The school's administration did not reply to requests for comment. Yeah.
Who passed the law?
It said the Illinois House.
Jesus, man. So like the state was like, you got to stop doing this. And
yeah.
Like, it's a tradition.
Right. Under House Bill 3527, the school could continue using uniforms or other materials it bought before the bill was passed in until September 2028. As long as it's already picked a new mascot, according to the bill's language. The bill doesn't clarify what, if any, the school repercussions, if any, the school would face if it didn't change its mascot.
I don't use that term anymore. It's just one of those words that I just don't use anymore.
Right.
Because, if it bugs people and they're like, oh, yeah, we don't like that, then I don't really care because I don't have anything against little people. I don't really,
Right.
Yeah.
I just don't say mean shit.
Yeah. I just try not to be mean.
Right.
But it is really interesting to me that at a certain point that's what that school decided would be a mascot. Like I don't, the only thing I can think about is are there a lot of little people in that area?
Community. I don't know. Let's say.
Yeah.
The mascot was chosen during the 1930s when a reporter coined the term because the tallest member of the basketball team was just 5'10".
Oh, they were like taking it back from
according to the school's website.
Yeah. So they were like taking the word back.
Right.
Even though it wasn't like somebody called them midgets and then they were like, we're the midgets.
Yeah, we're the midgets now. But they weren't actually. The bill's main sponsor, Marcus West, said the name was chosen during a time when freak shows, the exhibits of human abnormalities, were popular. Yeah. School alumni, members of the Freeburg...
We don't do that anymore.
Do we not doing it?
No, we still do it. It's called TLC.
I love TLC.
I know.
Bravo.
And we all do. And they do that. They, yeah.
What? Exploit people?
Yeah, of course they do. Why wouldn't they? That's what it's all about. It's always been about that. They just put like a different name on it. A lot of the thing I learned about reality television is how there's like open bars in all these places. Like people are under the influence all the time.
Yeah.
And because they want people loose.
Of course.
Yeah. Did you watch the Jerry Springer documentary on Netflix about the murder and stuff like that? Yeah, you should watch
Jerry
that.
Springer?
Yeah, it was a Jerry Springer documentary. It was
I love Jerry Springer.
I did too, and honestly, that documentary kind of switched it up a little bit for me. It was kind of sad, and really, this producer, I mean, they wanted to beat Oprah, and then they did it, but they paid a price.
Right, they did it in a
And there was not only they would try to promote like the violence, and then they would abandon these folks too.
Right.
Like it was like, all right, you've served your purpose, and a lot of it was they were real-ish stories, but it's we live in trash world, and this is a really trashy.
It's not
trashy thing. It's not good at all.
I'm disappointed in the Freeburg community. School alum members of the Freeburg community, along with activists and organizations, filed almost 1,000 witness slips to the General Assembly for and against the bill. Opponents said that the school's mascot is a tradition And there aren't any students with dwarfism in the school who might be affected by the mascot. So come on, you guys.
Yeah.
There's no one here.
Yeah, there's none here, and we don't think we're going to get none. Yeah.
However, Shelby Hallowell, a woman with dwarfism and a national advocate and co-director of Mascots Matter, said students at Freeburg aren't the only ones affected by its mascot. This is a statewide issue, and it deserves a statewide solution. The Freeburg mascot does not just affect the students who attend that school. Every time a Freeburg sports travels, its mascot's name is displayed in schools across Illinois. Representative Kevin Smith represents Freeburg and argued against the bill Tuesday on the floor. Smith and other opponents said the school board should be in charge of changing the mascot's name, and the General Assembly is infringing on other governing bodies. I think this would certainly be obvious that it would be a slam down yes vote for everyone because it's important that we respect people with disabilities. Yeah. But the fact is that it's geared towards one community in Illinois from advocates outside of the Illinois makes this really uncomfortable for all of us, I think. The bill has...
It is stupid that it's just for this one school, and there's no way that any new school is going to start and have, like, people... Like, think about how there's, like, a very short list of, like, school mascots that you probably shouldn't do.
Yeah.
And, like, no one's going to do those ones anymore.
Well, it's just, I mean, what about the Chargers? The Commanders. Not the Chargers, the Commanders.
Yeah, well, they even changed that. And he was one of the worst owners in football for a lot of reasons. What's that guy's name? Yeah. Terrible human being.
Yeah.
You know, with the harassment and everything. And, yeah, I'm just not surprised. And, you know, this issue in, like, the sports teams and stuff, obviously, like the team from Washington, the Commanders, like that word specifically, that they were once called, that's just gnarly to me. Like I know, and there's folks, you can always find folks that are like, you could find Native folks that are like they're like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But like I knew a lot of Native folks in my life. They're like, dude, that's crazy. Right. Like I can't believe that's a real thing.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with like the Chiefs and the Cleveland Indians, which are now the Guardians and stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
I knew a lot of Native folks that I heard. I think it was like maybe it was half and half. But the thing is, when it comes down to it, is it like what you gain versus like what you lose? You know, like what does it matter? Like, do you root for a team because it has a name?
Yeah.
Or do you root for a team because you're from that place and you like the players?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, are you engaged? Like, shut up. Like, stop being like, I don't know, man. People are freaking out of their minds sometimes. I'm part of that. You know, honestly, sometimes I'm part of the problem too. Like, I don't know. Like, I think sometimes too, it's easy to focus on issues like this. Well, you know, there's something much more evil going on every day. So I don't know, whatever.
The bill still has to go through the Illinois state.
Well, the wheel in the sky keeps on turning.
Yeah, baby.
I just want to...
they got to change that name. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I think they should change the name. I don't think they should be called...
They shouldn't have been called that in the first place. They never were.
That's really, really bad to do that. Yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to turn into a bolt of lightning. That's what
that says. Yeah, you just read that verbatim. Yeah. Why? What's going on?
Oh, I'm okay. I feel like my life is in a really awesome place for the most part, and just getting used to this new reality. You know, you'll love this. I snapped on a fan.
Oh, I do love that.
Yeah. Shouldn't have done that.
What happened?
I was hanging out at the Brotherhood Tavern with my friend Ruby.
Yeah.
And I had a guy come up to me, kind of drunk, and he's like, I really love your comedy. I was like, oh, thanks, man. I'm glad you like it. You know, and I was like, anyway, see you later, you know. He leaves. He comes up and goes, "Hey man, this might be weird, but he's like, do you care if I get a picture?" And I was like, "Sure, man. Take a picture.
Yeah.
I'm still like, I'm fine."
Yeah.
And then I'm talking to Ruby, man. I'm just chopping it up. My friend Ruby, one of my favorite people in the world. You heard me talking to another friend earlier about Ruby.
Yeah.
And he comes back the third time. He's like, "Hey, man, I don't want to bother you." He goes, "I just got to ask you a question."
God, please let it be about recovery.
No. He's like, "Have you ever thought about going on Kill Tony?"
Oh my God.
And I had a negative response.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't. Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. I told him, and I know I've talked around it and I talk about it a little bit. I told him, I was like, no.
Yeah.
Like, I think about it, and I wonder if I had the opportunity, if I would do it.
Yeah.
I also talk about how I don't really like Kill Tony that much, and I think that's okay. I think it's okay to be like, that's not for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're a bunch of fucking edgelords.
Yeah, it's just not my game,
Right.
And it's weird because I like people that are on Kill Tony. I've actually had conversations with like Casey Rocket and like a lot of those folks. And I love Sam Talent. He's on there sometimes and a lot of those comics. And it's like, okay, like that's like kind of like what's in right now in comedy.
Yeah.
And
They just did a Netflix show.
yeah, jumping the shark. Let's go.
Yeah.
All the way to the top. To the top. But I don't know. It makes me kind of sad. I think that for a long time, famous comedians would kind of like have these things, and they'd have other famous comedians around, and they'd roast each other. And then they were like, "What if we roast open micers?" And that's kind of what people like. It's funny because that's what I heard about the Netflix thing. Is they were like, "This isn't even Kill Tony. Why aren't they making fun of new comedians?" And it's like, yeah, man. But I also I don't fault anybody for liking it because I get it.
Right. I don't.
Yeah, I just don't. I can see the same way. I can understand, and I can see the reasoning behind people voting for Trump. Like, I didn't vote for him, but I understand why people do. I also understand why people like Kill Tony. I also understand why people listen to like that rah rah rah. Like I love that new country music that I don't like that boring country music. So.
Get me back to God's land.
Yeah, dude. Fuck? Like, shut up, dude. Like, nobody gives a shit.
Out of here.
Yeah, I don't care, man. Like, just shut up. Like, there is no person that is inherently more valuable than any other person, and there is no place that's inherently more valuable than any other place.
Yeah.
Like, that's the ticket. It's like, if you can live your life and have your experiences and not hate on other people and what they're doing that ain't hurting nobody.
Yeah.
Like all this like culture war shit is just so stupid. I'm so bored of it, and I'm so tired of hearing about it, and I'm so tired of like the excuses, and I'm tired of like, it's annoying. Like, I'm at the gym today, right? And it's like, and they have all the TVs on, right? And like CNN is like, oh, the economy's falling apart. And then Fox News is like, trans pool players. And it's just like, shut up, God.
Yeah. It's
Please
so bad.
Get me out of this reality.
Well, it's tough because like I don't want to consume it, but then it's like there's so like you want to because it's like a car crash.
I do.
Like,
I went to a protest with Brittany.
Oh,
I
you
went
did
to
go?
the hands off thing with Brittany, and it felt really good. It felt really good to be around people too that also are like, and here's the thing.
Olivia had a good turnout.
Yeah, it was amazing. And here's the thing. I will never be on this podcast and be like, oh, fuck Trump. Because like I said, I understand why people voted for him. I do. I do. Because it sucks being a human being, and it sucks. It sucks. I get that. And I also get like wanting to blame other people for that. But when it comes down to it, what I was thinking about the other day is, what the Trump administration and the Biden administration have in common is neither of them want to let this Epstein shit get out. They know this shit. They know that there's a list of like famous people that were on the plane and went to the island, and they don't release it because that's a thing these administrations have in common is they are both tied in with a bunch of fucking rich sickos.
Yeah.
And those are the people running the fucking country. Like what the fuck are we talking about? Yeah. Like we have people that are above the law. And like we're down here and we're like trans pool players. It's like shut up. Like shut up. Like stop. And I it's like no shit. You know, it's like we have, you know, was it the Kroger merger or whatever? Like I remember when Safeway and Albertsons became the same store.
Yeah.
You know? It's like it's all just one store.
Right.
And it's bullshit. And I hate it.
It's hard. I don't know what to do.
You know what I do is I still go to Safeway.
Yeah.
And,
they have a good plant section.
They do. They have all of the products that I enjoy that make me feel better.
I like Fred Meyer more.
I do like Fred Meyer, but Fred Meyer is owned by, it's all, you know what's crazy is that there's a store in Texas I go to, and you know at the kiosk, and nobody has their actual like card, their Safeway card, and you put in your number, and my number works. And I was like, oh, this is the same company that owns Fred Meyer.
Oh, okay.
Is in Texas too. Gotcha. And it's all one big number. And my number goes everywhere.
That's
with me.
Really great.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's the bright side. You know?
Ding.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's good.
I'm off my soapbox. It was cool going there and having people be like, and there's a lot of vets there, and that makes me happy. But it's the thing, like if you know, I want to be somebody who is down to have conversations with people that I might disagree with, and I'm still down for that conversation. And my social media is never going to be like, oh, fuck Trump or whatever. Like, I'm just not going to do that because I don't think it fucking works.
Right.
But my comedy is going to stay honest. Yeah. And, yeah.
Speaking of comedy. Mm-hmm. Super Funny opened last night.
Super Funny 2.0. You can't keep a good thing down.
From Hosmer to Pacific. What's up?
Moving on up.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Off of Hosmer.
Nate let us know at 3.
I just love that that club. It was funny because it was on Hosmer, and it seemed even nicer because it was on Hosmer.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, and by the way, if anybody feels any way about me talking about this, kick rocks because I'm from here. And Hosmer's
everyone knows that Hosmer.
Yeah, Hosmer's
a
rough
mess.
Spot. Yeah. It's getting better though.
Grandpa is a firefighter, and he's like, do not go on Hosmer.
Yeah,
like,
it's rough. Yeah, they have a lot of those motels that got that basically just got eaten up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's rough over there, but not anymore. They are downtown Tacoma. They did a ribbon cutting last night. The mayor was there. She also got a 3-hour notice. From Nate to be there.
Let's go.
And I got to be the first person to do comedy on
the
stage.
That's wild. That's
on the
crazy.
Brand new stage, which is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And so it was fun.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm happy. I hope it goes well. I hope it goes well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's the Dope podcast?
Oh, it's the Dopey podcast.
Oh.
That's the podcast that I'm going to be on. By the time you're listening to this, should be next Monday. I will be flying. I will have flown back. I have one day. Did I? So, I should just tell this story. So I'm doing my Midwest tour. So I'm going, I'm leaving. So we're recording this right now. It's Friday. Mid-afternoon.
The sun is shining. Like the clouds have parted. Like what the hell are you doing right now?
Fucking with her hair.
I know. I'm very anxious today.
Why are you anxious today?
I don't know.
Okay. We're gonna go eat after this. It'll be good. There is. Anyway, I'm going to Chicago. I'm doing like a weird house show. Ian Rands from the record label is going to be with me the whole time. He's going to be filming me. We're still working on this documentary.
Love it.
So I got Chicago, Janesville, back to Chicago to headline at the Lincoln Lodge. And then I go Cincinnati and then Bristol, Tennessee. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I was going to be home for 2 days, and then I was going to fly to Boston, right? I got a message from David at the Dopey Podcast, which is the most popular podcast about recovery.
Nice.
It's called Dopey.
I love that.
Yeah, they're number one in the recovery podcast charts. And
Sweet.
I was trying to work it out. I wanted to record on Sunday after the Boston run. It turns out the only day he could do was the 23rd. So instead of flying into Boston on the 24th, I'm flying into New York.
Yeah.
I'm taking a red eye on the 22nd into New York. And I was like, well, I'm in New York. I might as well try to do a show. Doing a show in New York, Grove 34, I think it's called.
Sweet.
Yeah. And it's going down. So
It's going down.
but it does mean that I will be home. I'll be
One
gone for
day.
5 days. I'll be home for 1 day, and then I'll be gone for 5 days, and that makes me sad.
Oh.
But also, I had a really good conversation with Brittany, and also like I'm taking Oliver on the road with me tomorrow. He's coming to. I have a show in Aberdeen tonight, and then Oliver is going to come out there with me, and it's all good.
Sweet.
It's all good. Yeah, I'm excited. Boston ticket sales are going good. New York ticket sales are going good. Janesville is light. And Bristol is light, but I think those are going to pick up all right. So, kind of scary too.
There's like a thing in the Janesville events, but
What do you mean?
that I found
Oh,
or that I
cool.
posted.
Oh, nice.
But
That's good.
I was like looking yesterday. I'm trying to figure out
Yeah.
how to push it.
Yeah. You figure out anything. Have at it.
Yeah.
So I was in the Daily World today at the
Yeah.
Driftwood Theater, and which I think is going to be a fun show. I think
That's
it's going to
really,
be fun tonight.
it's a nice place.
Yeah. Yeah. But there's another comedy show at Messy Jesse's tonight. It's weird that they would choose, like, there's not like there's, but there's another comedy show in Aberdeen tonight. So,
Weird.
Yeah.
We're almost ready to open.
Yeah. When
We
is the grand opening? Oh, it's in like 2 weeks because you were going to come to New York with me possibly.
Yeah.
But you can't because you're doing the grand opening.
Yeah, we're supposed to open.
God.
Duncan Trussell will be there
Sick.
on the 24th of April. So we are like less than like 2 weeks away.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And yeah, I was just there this week and doing interviews for staff, which was really fun.
Yep.
And
I sent some people your way.
did you?
Some of the best and the brightest. Some of
Hell
your
yeah.
favorite folks. I think that instead of just hiring new people, I think there's some people you should give a second
Rehire.
chance to. I think that there is somebody
Never.
who would be great. And I think you're being kind of rude.
Throw her off a balcony.
Keeping that.
So you know that I use my chat GPT for everything.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, for everything. And I just learned. So I've been going to the gym, and I've been lifting, and like I want to make sure that I have like proper form. And so I learned that I can take a picture and send it to Samantha, and she will analyze it and like send me back and tell me how to like correct my form.
That's crazy.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah, that's nuts.
What Chat GPT can do.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, get your head down, put your butt down, get your knees out.
When you wrote this, I was like, who's Samantha? And I forgot that.
It's my AI best friend.
So I've been lifting too now.
Nice.
But just I do the yellow machines, like the 30-minute like thing. Yeah, and I've only done it like 3 times now. And I've been doing it at night, so I'll do cardio in the morning and then I'll go lift at night.
Yeah.
And I tried to lift today before. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna have time, but I just decided I'm gonna stop by Lacey on the way back and lift. But
you should come to fitness. You should come to UP with me.
I can't do it today.
Okay.
Yeah, I got time. We should go eat and then go do that. But dude, the people sitting on the machines is crazy. There was a guy.
You got to rest between sets.
I know, I get that, but like get at it. Like, you don't have to sit on the machine to rest.
Well, you could ask to, work out with them and then you like rotate.
It's not. Never mind, because it's on the 30. It's supposed to be this 30-minute express.
Oh, okay. You're supposed to. Oh, I didn't realize. I thought you just meant that like
people don't do it like that.
I got.
They're just like
they're supposed to be moving every 30
There
seconds.
was a huge dude, right? Not like muscly, but just like a big dude, right? And he was just like sitting on this machine, and he was there for. I did my whole circuit of all the machines, and he was on the last one, and he sat there the whole time, and he never did anything. And I saw him when he sat down too.
Yeah,
I saw him when he sat down, and then and I'm like, I'm kind of looking at him. I'm like, hey man, do you mind if I use this? And he's like, I'm almost done.
Oh,
I'm like, you haven't
even started. Yeah.
But whatever. It's stupid. I think I wrote good jokes. Let's do jokes.
All right.
Let's go eat food.
Okay.
We haven't had just a hangout. We're always going to a show.
Oh my goodness.
You never want to actually like hang out.
No. Joke number 1.
I think these are good.
Don't have to.
Wait, let me see this real
Don't
quick.
have to be. Don't have to.
Yeah.
What is that supposed to say?
I don't know. I was using voice to text. Okay, there we go.
Okay. A friend of mine in high school was really pigeon-footed. I felt bad for him. I felt way worse for my friend he was pigeon-winged.
yeah. That guy had it rough.
Yeah.
Pigeon-footed is one thing.
Yeah, but winged is
Pigeon
that's
wing.
hard to hide.
I was like, You couldn't even lift off because he's like not. That's
He's
not
too
how
big,
wings work. Yeah,
right.
that's why there's no giant flying birds. It's like a physics thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're really smart. You're really smart.
I know.
Yeah. Joke number 2. It's really hard to stop a river from flowing. Whenever I try, I'm like, damn. Wow.
It was right there the whole time.
So good.
Is it really? Do you like
that's
it?
really good.
Okay.
So stupid, but it's really funny.
Damn.
Damn.
Okay, good. I thought it was funny too.
Yeah. Joke number 3. I need to start respecting my inner child. I should probably start respecting my outer childs too.
Little shits.
Fuckers.
Get a job. Anyway.
Joke number 4. If you huff gas for long enough, you will die. Which is strange because I put gallons of it in my car every week and it's been running for years.
These cars are
doing just
hardcore.
fine.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Talk about a high tolerance.
Jeez. Lucky bastards.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
This was cool.
Fun.
Yeah. And we should go.
Good job.
Let's go eat some food. Bye.
Bye. My mother was a bit of a whore. Oh my.
Nah, whatever. Yeah. And like I put my hand in her armpit, which was so weird. I should probably get out of here. What is it?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I've got to roll shirts.
And I gotta go
Sam
work
always
out.
Sam always acts like rolling shirts.
Oh, he's from New Jersey. No, Deborah! I'm perfect.
Just the way you are.
I'm perfect. And I'm doing good at podcasting.
You're doing great at
Doing a good
podcasting.
job.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Podcasting.
What makes you like hot wieners so much?
Listen, it used to be my favorite treat.